My mom said growing up never to buy candy from strangers, but she never said anything about buying food from people's houses on Facebook Marketplace, so that's what we're gonna do today. These look like Costco chicken bakes. They're so chewy. Dude, I went in the back. Oh my God. Oh my God, they remind me of childhood. Hi, for Rachel? Okay, so Bánh Bột Lọc and Bánh Khọt?
Yep,
Okay, thank you. It smells so good. This is so fun. I'm so excited. Oh, man, look at that. Wait. That's so many. I only asked for 10.
If we need to take home any extra.
That is so many. So the first dish we have today is Bánh Bột Lọc, which is my favorite of Vietnamese foods. I grew up eating this at my friend's house and her grandma would make it for me. They have this chewy tapioca dumpling layer around it, and then on the inside it's ground pork and dried shrimp, and sometimes it's served with a scallion dipping sauce, or you can have it with nước mắm, which is fish sauce. Oh my God. Look at that filling. Oh, there's so much pork in there, and there's also dried shrimp. And then the red color is from annatto seeds. Annatto seeds don't really have much flavor. They just give this really pungent red color. The tapioca flour, when it's cooked, it turns this translucent white color. But with rice flour, when it gets cooked, it's quite opaque white. It's super chewy. It's almost like a gummy bear. So dishes like these, Bánh Bột Lọc, or also bánh bèo, which are these tiny little rice dumplings with dried shrimp on top. They were traditional to the Hui royal cuisine during the Nguyen dynasty. Royal emperors, they saw food as something more for aesthetics and something artistic rather than just mere sustenance. Dishes like these showcase the chef's skill to make. They were very time intensive, they took a lot of labor, so they were seen as more of a form of luxury than anything else. But then after the dynasty fell, the dishes became popular all over Hui, and now you'll find them on the streets of Vietnam all over with variations throughout. This style that is wrapped in banana leaf is specific to Hui, which is a city in central Vietnam. You also see versions of this that are half moons that are more common up in the north, and those tend to be boiled rather than wrapped in banana leaf and steamed because those are far easier to do than wrapping individually. Oh my God, they remind me of childhood. I have this vivid memory of going to my childhood best friend's house, and her grandma would have these for me, and I could never remember the name, but I would remember the name sound like a blop, like a raindrop, like Bánh Blop, and I could never know how to pronounce it, and they would always try to get me to pronounce it. I could never say it right. One of my favorite. They're so chewy. The texture is amazing. So QQ. I think I definitely prefer the ones that are more on the shrimp side. This one has a lot more pork in it, and I kind of feel like there's pork liver in it as well. That's what I'm tasting. Next, we're eating Bánh Khọt, which in my mind are almost like these really tiny bánh xèo, if you're familiar with those. So bánh xèo is the really big turmeric-based coconut pancake, kind of like a dosa. And so these are mini versions of that, except that they're thicker and they're a little bit chewier. So they're made with rice flour and it gives it that nice chew, and then it has these little shrimp on top. Scallions are there and the edges are nice and crispy. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna top it with some carrot, and then you put some coconut milk on it, and then put some mint on it. Oh my God, I gotta stand up for this one. Oh, these are amazing. It's super crispy on the outside, and that mung bean is light and fluffy on the inside, and then you have the shrimp and all the herbs on it. Crispy and so savory, so coconutty. Oh, look at that chew. 4 minutes away. This is so fun because I've always seen these foods on Facebook Marketplace, and I've always been so curious to try them, and now I get to. This is the house. Hi, yeah, I'm here for my order. I'm outside. I ordered the soup, the fried banana, and then the pandan cake. 10 pieces for Rachel.
10 people.
Okay, do you have the other 2 items? The banana and the soup, do you have? Okay, thank you. Okay. We'll see what happens. Oh, hi.
Hi, are you the ones that order the banana and the...
Yeah, the soup. Thank you so much.
Get out?
Okay, sure, yeah.
These are all vegetarian.
Okay.
This is with rice. And these are glutinous sweet rice with mung beans.
Yeah,
so
I have
good.
that.
Oh, you have this? Oh,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
that?
Yeah. Is this intestine?
It's vegetarian intestine,
Oh.
but it's not intestine, but it's vegetarian.
Okay.
And then these are just like fermented or preserved
Yeah.
vegetable in
Okay.
soy sauce.
Oh.
And usually you eat that with the Bánh Chưng.
Oh, okay. That's the banana.
Yeah, the banana. Yeah. And the spring roll is like amazing.
That looks so good. We got it. Dude, I went in the back. Oh my gosh. I feel so devious. That was so cool. Okay, let's go eat. These look like Costco chicken bakes. They're fried banana, Chuối Chiên. So you have on the outside the batter, which is coconut milk and rice flour, sugar. You also see it when you're in Vietnam, sometimes versions of it with sesame seeds. And it uses really starchy bananas, like ones that are really small. The same ones you've seen in like Thai desserts maybe. So they're really sweet and full of sugar. And look at that, it's basically like air on the inside. Oh, that's really good. It's nice and sweet, but it's not too sweet. I remember seeing this all around Da Nang specifically. There are definitely sellers of it in Saigon, but in Da Nang I saw them all over. And they're most of the time like 2 or 3 times fried, so they get so crispy. Perfect with some ice cream. This is like the Vietnamese version of turon. Ice cream and caramel would be so good. Sesame seeds.
Dude, what's great is that it's a pocket, so you can literally just put it in the pocket.
Oh, you can. Alvin's right. You can just put the ice cream in the pocket. It's nice and crispy on the outside, and then you have the softness and sweetness of the banana. So the batter has only rice flour, not glutinous rice flour, and no AP flour. So what that means is it gets really, really crispy because the flour doesn't absorb a lot of oil. All-purpose flour or wheat flour, on the other hand, because of the gluten network and all the molecules and whatever and the way that flour works, it absorbs a lot of the oil, so it doesn't stay as crispy. So that's how you get that super amazing, delicate crunch. Oh, can you hear that? So we have a soup, Canh, Chua, Chay. Canh is soup, Chua is sour, and Chay is vegetarian or vegetables. If you're ever looking for a vegetarian restaurant when you're in Vietnam, if you look for the word Chay, C-H-A-Y, that indicates to you that that's a vegetarian place, or if you see Chay on the menu. So I've actually never had this before, and I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit sour, given that sour is in the name. Oh, it has pineapple. These are like fried tofu puffs. We have tomato. That's sweet. That's a lot sweeter than I expected. It's not very sour. I do believe that the sourness comes from tamarind. It's kind of like the Vietnamese version of sinigang. It's not spicy at all. It doesn't have any spice in it. And a lot of the sweetness comes from the pineapple. Super, super simple. There's so much crunch from the vegetables, and I think it's Chinese coriander. It's a little bit like Thai basil. That's what it tastes like, but not as strong of a flavor. And the bamboo shoot is my favorite, and the mushroom. I feel like a lot of people think that Asian cuisines or Southeast Asian cuisines are not super vegetarian friendly, but there's a lot of vegetarian and vegan options. And I do believe that around holidays, because there's a big practice of Buddhism in Vietnam, that vegetarian food is quite popular around the holidays, but I think it just depends on your family. Amazing. Hi. Morning. Do you get a lot of sellers this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I'm just making a new batch of pork right now. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. We got Tiếu, which is a pork noodle dish that originated from Chinese immigrants in Cambodia and then eventually made its way to southern Vietnam. I remember eating this for the first time in Saigon right next to my Airbnb. Oh my God, I can almost taste it. Let's hope this is close to that. So this is the Nam Vang version, which is specific to the influence of Cambodia. There are other versions as well. And you can have hu teo as a soup or dry with just the sauce on top and a little bit of broth to kind of loosen it up. So the version with the broth is called hu teo nok, and I'm assuming because fish sauce is also called nuk mam, nuk refers to liquid broth. I'm not entirely sure about that, but that's my deductive reasoning about linguistics. And the version that is dry is called hu teo ka. Hu teo ka. Oh my god. Pronunciation never gets better. Okay, so we have some squid here, shrimp. These are quail eggs. This is... it's pork and seafood of some sort. See those little bits of orange in there? I'm feeling like that's shrimp. And then we have some pork here. This looks like a tenderloin piece. And then we have the noodles. So these look like rice noodles and he put a sauce over them. Sometimes you'll get them with egg noodles as well. I'm salivating. I've been waiting all morning to eat this. Okay, so the toppings. So we have a lemon in there. We have, smells like celery stem. And then we have bean sprouts, but I don't really like raw bean sprouts, so I'm not gonna use those. The celery is gonna add such a good crunch and flavor. Okay, now we have the broth. So this, I'm pretty sure, is a combination of pork and chicken bones. This one is actually quite sweet. And there we have it, our trunk hu teo. Oh, the sauce, it probably has some oyster sauce in it, soy sauce. It definitely tastes like peanuts in there. It tastes like whenever you get like dim sum and have rice rolls and exo sauce, it kind of tastes a little bit like that. Try a quail egg. It was super tiny. And the flavor is really good. It's super sweet and savory. Maybe some chilies. Ooh, he gave some chilies. That would be good. It's very savory. It's a lot different from most Vietnamese dishes that I've eaten. Ooh, is there pickled garlic? You might have put pickled garlic. Oh, chili paste. Oh my god, hell yeah. This is like a satay chili sauce, so there's some lemongrass in there, onions, garlic. Which is actually pretty damn good. I definitely prefer it with the pho noodles and the egg noodles. It adds a lot of contrasting texture. When you combine the broth with the noodles and the chili oil, there's a perfect balance of sweetness and savoriness and spice. Oh, the noodles, man. I can't get enough. Hi. Oh, thank you.
You know how to eat this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I went to Vietnam and I had this in Hanoi. They're all like, oh, you know how to eat this? I have credibility. I have street cred. I have Vietnamese street cred now. I've invited the cookout. So this next snack we have is called Nem Chua. You've probably seen it before if you watched my Little Saigon video. I've never got it in such big of a log before. It has fresh garlic and chilies, and I think this is an herb of some sort. I don't know if it's fish mint. It's not Thai basil, so we'll find out what that is. It's like a big log of fermented raw pork, and there's pork cartilage in there and pork skin. I think there are definitely versions of beef, but I've only had the pork one. It's really common in northern Vietnam, I believe. And it's quite popular for Lunar New Year, from what I've heard, because of the vibrant pink color that's supposed to mean good luck. Whoa, I don't know what that herb is. Ooh, that's good. It's actually some of like the better Nem Chuas I've had. It's super acidic and sour. Oh, and the texture is just so fun. It's so spongy from all the pork skin and the cartilage. Look at that. It's like the Vietnamese version of Spam or salami. So you also find versions of this fried. That's called Nem Chua Ran. And I'm assuming ran means fried because my friend said Bánh Chưng ran is fried version of the cake. So I'm like, okay, I think ran makes fried. You can eat this with rice. I feel like with some rice and eggs would be really good. I'm thinking any way you would eat Spam, you can eat this. Also just cut it up into pieces and eat it like charcuterie. So that would work. Eat it as you want. Oh my god, that's spicy. Okay, next food. So our last treat of today is not from Facebook Marketplace, but it's actually from my friend Lauren. She dropped off Bánh Chưng, which is a special treat that you have for Lunar New Year or Tet. And this one is specific to Lunar New Year because it's in a square. You'll find variations of this that's in a cylinder as well, and that's more common in the south. The square version is more common in northern Vietnam and during Lunar New Year. So this is inherently a cake. It's not sweet. It's made from glutinous rice and mung beans, and there's seasoned pork belly in there as well. So it's wrapped in banana leaves. Oh, look at that. So sticky. I don't think I've ever had this before. So this Bánh Chưng is in a square, and this shape actually represents the earth. This comes from an old legend where a king was trying to find his successor. So we had his sons create a dish that best represented the ancestors in the land, and while most of the sons were looking for luxurious and rare ingredients, this one son focused on creating a dish with everyday staples from agriculture that best represented the land. And at the time, the belief was that the earth was flat and square. So the king was moved by the symbolism after the son made Bánh Chưng, and eventually this became the staple dish for Lunar New Year. Oh, look at the layers. We have the mung bean and the glutinous rice and the seasoned pork belly. Now, traditionally, you would have like bamboo string to cut it, but this one didn't come with it. So I'm just gonna, oh, that's a lot of mung bean. I can taste the mung bean. It's very savory from the pork. It's chewy from the glutinous rice. You can eat this fried. I don't know if this is traditional, but dipping this in soy sauce or fish sauce would be good. Yum. Well, friends, please proceed with caution. If you also choose to buy food off a Facebook Marketplace, use your own judgment. Don't buy food from sketchy people. But also remember that oftentimes the best food is home cooked. And also, maybe you'll become friends with one of your neighbors after this. Well, as usual, I hope you learned something, hope you found something new to eat, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!